Hey everybody, Steve here at Desert Memorial Park Cemetery in Cathedral City, California. And I'm here today to visit the gravesite of someone I didn't even know was buried here. I visit this cemetery a lot, and there are a lot of famous people buried here. This is also the cemetery where I already have my future final resting place purchased. But for some reason, I didn't know that this very, very famous person was buried here. And even though I'm sure most of you watching, maybe all of you, have heard her songs, you probably don't know her name. I'd never heard her name before. I heard of the group that she was in back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. It was a very popular girl group back then. She was one of the founding members with her 3 friends. Her name at the time was Jinny Osborne, but she's buried here in the cemetery under her married name, Virginia Cole. And talk about bad luck or bad timing. Gosh, this group had one of the most popular pop songs of all time here in America, and I think it's also known around the world. It was a #1 hit in 1954, but still very popular today in 2023, called Mr. Sandman. Does that ring a bell? I'm sure it does to many of you, probably most of you. Well, the bad luck comes in because even though she was one of the founding members of the group back in the mid-1940s, by 1954, when this song reached #1 in America, and later went on to become a Grammy Hall of Fame inductee, I mean, that's how popular it was, and still is, she was out on maternity leave, giving birth to one of her children. So she didn't sing on that particular song, at least according to her Wikipedia page. But she did return and was a part of some of their other big hits. And I'm sure you'll probably also remember their #2 hit. It went to #2 on the charts, which really surprises me. I thought it would have been a #1 song, but it went to #2 4 years later in 1958. And the name of that song is Lollipop. Remember the Lollipop song? It's been used in so many movies over the years. You might just remember it from the classic movie Stand By Me. But it's been used in a lot of other movies and TV shows as well. They also had a big hit in 1961 with the song Never on Sunday. It went to #4 in the charts. So 3 really big hits in their career, but lots of others that were in the top 10, top 20 classic songs from the 40s, 50s, and 60s. All of the members have now passed away, but they sure left a legacy, and I was so happy to be able to visit her gravesite here. I can actually see it from my future niche. She's just a row over from Frank Sinatra. Oh, and who remembers the very popular classic TV show American Bandstand? Well, in 1957, when it first went national, the Chordettes and Jinny Osborne were on that very first episode of American Bandstand. Anyone remember that episode? Now that's a real obscure trivia question, right? They also had a pretty big hit song called Pink Shoelaces. I think someone else also made that very popular back in the day. But just recently, 2023, their version of that song went viral on TikTok and YouTube with hundreds of women dancing to that song. I'm not really sure. I heard about this, but I haven't seen the videos. I'm going to have to watch some of those videos. It sounds like fun. But all these years, almost 70 years later, their songs are still very, very popular. So if you remember the group or Jenny or any of the songs, share your memories in the comment section with us. So until next time, thanks for sharing this trip down memory lane and for sharing your own memories. See you next time, everybody.